In October 1962, the world stood on the edge of destruction. The Cuban Missile Crisis had brought the United States and the Soviet Union to the brink of nuclear war. Tensions were rising with every passing hour. Above the Atlantic Ocean, American reconnaissance planes flew over Cuba, capturing images of Soviet missiles aimed directly at the U.S. homeland. Military commanders prepared for the worst. And deep beneath the waves, in the cold silence of the ocean, a Soviet submarine known as B-59 cruised slowly through the darkness, cut off from the outside world. Inside the submarine, conditions were deteriorating fast. Communication with Moscow had been lost for days. The heat was unbearable. Oxygen was running low. The crew had no idea what was happening above. All they knew was that American ships were circling them, dropping depth charges, warning shots meant to force them to surface. But in that darkness, it felt like war had already begun. The B-59 wasn't an ordinary submarine. It carried a nuclear torpedo, powerful enough to destroy an entire fleet. The crew had orders. If they believed war had started, they could launch it without confirmation from Moscow. All it took was the approval of the 3 senior officers on board. As the shockwaves from nearby depth charges rattled the metal hull, panic spread inside the submarine. Two of the officers, convinced that war was already underway, agreed to launch the nuclear weapon. The atmosphere was tense, suffocating. The decision was seconds away. But one man stood between the world and annihilation: Vasili Arkhipov. Calmly, firmly, Arkhipov said no.
No.
He refused to authorize the launch. He argued for restraint, for reason, for humanity. In that moment, with sweat pouring and tempers flaring, he held his ground. His decision stopped the submarine from firing its nuclear torpedo. His decision prevented a full-scale nuclear war. Eventually, the B-59 surfaced under pressure from the American fleet. No weapons were fired, no lives were lost. The crisis would eventually de-escalate, but the truth of what happened in the depths of the ocean remained hidden from the public for decades. Vasili Arkhipov received no medals, no parades. He faded into quiet obscurity, but history remembers what he did. He was the man who said no, and in doing so, he saved the world.